Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Amber, and today I want to show you a little bit of fabric that I just bought. I just went away visiting some family, and of course, no trip would be complete without a stop by the fabric store. So I brought back from some souvenirs, and I just wanted to show you the new fabric, but also I want to share with you my plans for kind of beautifying my part of my sewing room here. It's really our sewing room slash office that I share with my husband, but I try to make my slice of this office work. And so I want to show you what I have planned for kind of, beautifying my area, making it a little more functional. And also, lastly, I want to show you about wrapping your fabric and creating tiny bolts, and just to keep it nice and not, so you don't have the creases in your fabric. And so I just want to share all these things with you today. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would ask that you would do so. If you have, thank you so much. And so let's just jump right into today's video. So without further ado, I got some grays, and this I just love. I've already wrapped this on the cardboard. Isn't that such a nice pattern? I just love this. So there's that, and then there's this gray. It's kind of a dove gray, I guess we'll call it. And this just has some tiny white polka dots. I don't know if you can see that. So that coordinates well with that other gray fabric, as well as this one. It's gray with these white little triangles in the pattern. So, and oh, I just love this sage green. Sage has got to be one of my favorite colors. It just has some white polka dots. So this is pretty versatile. I got 2 yards of this. Most of it, I guess I got 2 yards. This one I might have gotten 4 yards. I love orange. If you've been around my channel, you know that's one of my favorite colors. So this is orange with a white polka dot. So I got plenty of that. So I was thinking about resuming work on this pinwheel quilt that I'm working on. So orange would be great to make pinwheels with. And then this one is just a muted, it's like an ivory, maybe it's more yellow, but with a pink kind of vine running through it. Very pretty, very feminine. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a pillowcase with that or what, but I'm sure I will find a use for it. And this, I just thought was so beautiful. It's almost like a Victorian look to it, but yellow with the roses and the florals. Just all of this I got at Hobby Lobby, actually. And it was 30% off, which, that only fueled my expedition. And then this is like a beige kind of color with all the florals. So pretty. And I saved the best for last. You ready for this, you guys? This is my very, very favorite. I got 6 yards of it. That tells you how much I love it. But I love all things antique, and I love this ticking fabric. This is just, let me see if I turn it this way. Just beautiful. I'm probably gonna do many things with this fabric since I have so much of it. But I do want to make some pillowcases for our bed with this, and it's just a nice cotton fabric. Comment below if you guys like the ticking fabric. I just love it. It reminds me of like the old-fashioned feather pillows, down pillows. You guys remember those? So I'm excited to work with that, you guys. Fabric excites me. So many projects running through this head. And then I did want to show you a couple of projects that I have finished recently. One of which is this rag quilt. You may have seen my tutorial on how to make a rag quilt, but this is like an oversized throw. So this is one of the rag quilts that I recently finished, and what I want my husband to do, I'll show you. Let me move this chair out of the way here. But I have this this curtain rod here. That's why this box is here. And then I bought these little curtain rod hooks with the clips on them. And I was thinking to hang this quilt here behind me, so it's on the wall, hanging from the curtain rod like that. So that's a project for hubby. So I want to display that. I love the coral colors. And then I just finished this last week. This is just a baby blue. It's a little smaller than that other one. Kind of like a crib size, I guess you could say, but I love how this turned out. I have not washed either of these yet, so they haven't really ragged up yet, but can you see all the prints there? I love the little baby bird one. So well, that's one that I really had a lot of fun making. And then, oh, this is material for another video, you guys. This called for 2 yards of fabric. First time I've tried this one. It's flannel, and it is a rag quilt. So this one is a no cutting rag quilt. So stay tuned for that tutorial because this was very neat. So it's with a yard of each pattern, and there's no cutting in terms of cutting out the squares. Of course, you have to still do all the snips, but that is coming in another video soon. Also, I just wanted to show you real quick, let me sit back down so you can see me. What I am plan on doing a tutorial on is, since Christmas will be here before you know it, guys, I want to do a tutorial on how to make reusable gift bags, and I'm going to do them all sizes. This is just a tiny one that I made with ribbon a number of years ago, and then I just added the ribbon detail across the top, which is super simple. But I just ordered this, it's called a layer cake. It's just pre-cut fabric, but these are just so cute. The Noel pattern, let me show you. I'll link below the name of this, but it just has all sorts of neat coordinating fabrics. I like that one a lot. So I'll choose a few out of here to do the drawstring bags with. This is by Moda, by the way, which I always love their fabric. Good quality, 100% cotton fabrics, but they just have all sorts of nice coordinating patterns here. They even go to black and green at the back. So the layer cakes, I don't know if you guys have ever worked with the layer cakes or the charm packs. Charm packs are the little 5-inch. The layer cakes are usually, I believe it's 10 inches. I can measure it right there. Yep, 10 inches. But I just love working with the pre-cuts. It just makes, you know, the project simple. So, and I do have some ribbons that I just ordered. Actually, I ordered these for like $5 and some change from Amazon because I seem to have gotten rid of all my other ribbons. So I will use the coordinating ribbons when I make that. So be looking for that. So yeah, lots of things happening in Amber's little sewing corner here. I try to stay busy, out of trouble, right? But today I want to show you, and I'm going to turn the camera so you can really see this, how to nicely store your fabric. Like this is one I just had folded on the shelf, and that's nice and neat, but I really like this idea. So let me just turn the camera so it's facing my table here, and so you guys can really take a look and see. Sorry for the little bounce. Oh, you can see my fabric here on the shelves. I was busy yesterday folding all of these. So let me show you without further ado. Let me tilt it down. All right, so this is 1 yard of fabric here. And what you will need, you can use any size that works for you, any size that your shelves will accommodate. This one is 5 inches by 10 inches, and it's just a piece of corrugated cardboard. So any type of nice sturdy cardboard will work. You probably might have an Amazon box or something like that. hanging around the house, and you can just cut a bazillion, as many squares as you can. So I'm just opening up this 1 yard piece of fabric. Isn't that pretty, you guys? Again, the sage green. And then I am going to fold it lengthwise. So I want it the narrow side, the selvage edge towards the fold. And I want to make sure that that is nice and neat all the way down. We're not looking for perfection here. No fabric police. I remember Jenny from the Missouri Star Quilt Company, and she is basically how I learned to quilt, but she used to always say there's no quilting police, and I love that. That means you don't have to be perfect, guys. Look at that. So yeah, just straighten out your fabric, and to get it going, I just set the piece of cardboard there. I make my first fold, and then I just keep flipping the cardboard over until I reach the end. And then look at that. How nice and tidy is that? Initially, I thought about pinning it, but honestly, you don't even really need that. You can just set it on the shelf. I want to come up with a system where I can have my little mini bolts that are in the closet here vertical. Maybe get some bookends or something, but for now, that is that. I'm gonna do it one more time with this coordinating piece of fabric. Again, it is 1 yard. So I am just opening that up all the way. And then I am folding it over to the selvage edge to the folded edge. And you want it to be fairly uniform. And I am placing my cardboard there to get it going, and then you just keep flipping your cardboard over. And then you wind up with little mini bolts, and it just helps to reduce the creases. See that? And you can just stack your fabric nice and neat. However you like it. Like I said, I would like to have a system where I can have mine vertically. Some people have all these nice little shelves, but let me move this a little bit. This is what I have to work with for right now, my closet shelf. So until I figure out a better system, I am just setting them on there like this, but eventually I am gonna go to the vertical. Let me set this down to show you, but I also, in terms of fixing up my sewing area here, I got this thread holder, and this is going to be hung on the wall. I ordered this on Amazon, by the way, and it was very reasonable. So I want to hang that on the wall and make it look like a real sewing area here. So I'm not sure, I don't think I ever showed you, let me push this chair out of the way. Let me push it this way, excuse me. My sewing cart here, which again, I ordered this on Amazon last Mother's Day, actually. That was my gift to myself. And I want to show you how it opens up, because if you are limited on space, that may be of interest to you. So pardon the moving around, but I want to show you real quick. So this piece folds out, and then you just swing this cart and it rests on there. Can you see that? And then that opens up. I'm gonna bring it around here. Sorry for all this moving around, but then that opens up to where I have my machine and the foot there, and then this just enlarges your quilting space. So I just wanted to show you that in case anyone out there may be interested in you know, getting a compact cart that might work in your space. You know, not everybody has a whole space designated, you know, a whole room designated as your sewing space, but it is awfully nice to have a space, your little piece of heaven, to create beautiful things and just kind of de-stress. I always say that quilting is cheaper than therapy. So hope you enjoyed today's video and wrapping your fabric, and let me know below if you have any ideas for my closet here and how to store my fabric. It is nice to have them all wrapped into these mini bolts because, for one thing, they're all uniform size-wise, and for another, you don't lose track of you know, how much of one fabric you have, and maybe purchase another yard or two unnecessarily. So it is nice to have everything, you know, tidy and organized so you can lay your hands directly on your fabric when you want it. So thanks for watching today. God bless and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.